In the previous lecture, we already catch all the core assets to the service worker. So when we turn these to offline and refresh the page, you can see it still works very fine. But the problem is, if we go to the favorite page or the about page, you will see there is error that the site can't be reached. This is because we haven't catched this page. But the problem is we cannot catch all the pages when first installations, and this not make sense to catch all the pages of the website. So what we are going to do is to create a dynamic catch. So we back to the service worker and go to the fetch event. And what we are going to do is, if there is no asset in the static catch, then we will go to find it inside our dynamic catch. So on the top of the page, we are going to add the dynamic catch by creating a variable called dynamic catch. And then at the bottom, we will go to fetch the request. If there is no asset, the required assets can be found, such as the about page. Then we will go to .then. And then we are going to distinguish between the static and the dynamic. So we are going to rename this. And then this one is the fetch response. And then again, we will just like on the top, we are going to open a new catch. So we use the catches dot open dynamic catch dot then. And then the catch, and there is some difference between this one and on the top, because we use add all is because we haven't go to get any files from the remote server, so we need to use add all. However, because we already execute the fetch function here, so we do not need to go to fetch again, so we should not use the add all. So we use the catch dot put. And then we use the event.request.url, and then we can put the dynamic response here. However, if we put the response here, then there will be nothing returned to the applications. So we have to use the .clone and then return the dynamic response here. And now if we go to turn on the network, and then we just go to the about page, and then we are going to check inside the applications, and you can see there is dynamic catch and there is about page here. So if we go to turn off the network, and then we go to the index page again, now this works fine. And then we go to the about page, and we can also see the about page here. But if we go to the favorite page, you can see the site can't be reached. And this is because we haven't catched it. We haven't gone to this page here, so there's no catch about this page. And so this is how the dynamic catch works.